Right then everybody, we are back again with exercise drop down, or easier, harder, injuries, whatever. We are going to go through it all. Today we are looking at shoulders and a little bit of neck as well. So I mean, a lot of, basically every week we go through all of you clients, and for anyone else watching, we have a little look at what the common injuries are. We basically then give you exercises you can do instead, or how to make exercises easier and harder. Shoulders has come up a lot this week, okay? So we're gonna be going through a few different things. Now, the typical thing that you'll see with shoulders is normally gonna be with a pressing movement, when you're like that, when you're almost pushing away from your body, or a pressing movement above your head. Now, the reasons it will come up a little bit more so with the boot camps as well is just because we do quite a lot on the floor as well. So again, pressing movements, press ups, planks, anything like that. So I'm gonna give you a few things. First one that is common, and I've just said it the same in every single exercise video that we do with the drop downs, is gonna be you just overloading weight too much. Now, specifically for a lot of you lot, it's too early in the session. So if you grab a couple of weights early in the session and you're like, right, no, okay, go straight into your PB, heaviest weight you can do, just start a little bit lighter, just to start the session. That's all I need you to do. Build into it, almost use your first set, the first set of exercises you're doing as your warm-up weight. You've got plenty of time in the session to do more and more, but start a little bit lighter and build up, okay? Anyway, that's the first thing. We're going to basically be going through the different exercises. We're going to do the shoulder press first, just because that's the most common one, when it comes to your thrusters, squat and press, anything that goes above your head. Quite often, the first drop down, if you've not already done the drop down from, the going too heavy, is going to be a barbell to dumbbell drop down. All right, so with a barbell, when you're in this position, what's going to happen as you press above your head, if I show you from the side, as you press above your head, the barbell is a fixed position, and so it puts quite a lot of strain as you come down because you can't move your elbows like so. So what I want you to do, if you get shoulder pain using a barbell, basically just swap over to a dumbbell or two dumbbells, and then make sure, this is important, so if you look at my arms here, and again I'll show you from the side, make sure your dumbbells are in line with your shoulders. They're not out flared like that, because again, I can feel the shoulder pain coming in there. You tuck them in slightly. Again, they're not 90 degrees, about 45 in the middle. So again, from the side, you're starting there, you're going above and controlling down. You're not, just watch me again, you're not locking out your elbows like that, because then look what happens to my weights. They fling about all over the place. Okay, it's controlled, down and up. Okay, try and coming down in a straight line. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just thinking about that in particular. So that's your first drop down, going from there with a barbell to a thought about elbow position. Okay, that'll come up a lot. Second one I'm going to show you is just more so with a chest press off the floor. That's probably the best example here, and it'll be the same both ways with, as well with your press up. So if you watch, common. Again, it's just going to come from weak shoulders normally, or a slight injury in the shoulder. Common one you'll see with the chest press, similar to the shoulder press, is you've got flat dumbbells or flat barbell. So you'll come out to the side, and then you're putting a lot of strain, if I'm pointing it with this right one, through your shoulder. What I want you to do, exactly the same change, just rotate them internally, like that. So if you watch, it's there to there. And then what that's going to mean is when you come down, you get to that position and you feel it in your armpits. That's how you know you're in the good chest position. Feel it in your armpits and then squeeze up. Again, we're not just bouncing them off each other. It's controlled, 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 and squeeze. All right, so again, just think about elbow position. So if you watch with my single arm, it's there and up. Controlled down and up. Now, I forgot to mention it earlier. If you've got one shoulder that is just wrecked and you still want to keep doing it and just anything is going through with a problem, just do single arm work, in this position here, all right? It's the same thing. It's a great way of thinking about your elbow position when you do a single arm. Now, it's exactly the same when you go on to, if you watch, a press up. Normally, you'll feel the shoulder pain in the press up position when you are, I'll do it on my knees just to show you. you'll feel shoulder pain or even wrist and elbow pain when your elbows go out to the side. You know, I can feel that in my left shoulder, which is obviously my weaker one. Tuck your elbows in. Not, again, you're not going tricep focused like that. You're going 45 degrees. So hopefully you can see that takes a lot of pressure out my shoulders. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be a lot harder. And the reason it's harder is because you're feeling it in your chest more, but it's gonna change the way that you feel your shoulders in a lot of these exercises, okay? So just watch. So it's here, elbows, 45, bang, amazing. That just instantly for me, that just shows, God, I'm not a perfect person. I can't believe it. I've got a bit of shoulder pain. So that's another good way of dropping things down. So generally they're your main three that you're going to see with a lot of these shoulder exercises. The other one I would say that comes up quite common, just stand up here, is with your squat. Now, it's actually not from the squat that you'll find this. It's from holding the squat in this position. So if you look, holding it here, and again, that's just because you're loading your shoulders up. Easy drop down, it's just putting it to there instead. So when you do your squat, it's there, all right? Now, the last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk you over to the TRX, just so that you can have a good idea to some other drop downs that we do. If you get shoulder pain or neck pain when you do a TRX row, what we're going to do is basically just change your position, okay? So there's a big difference here with the TRX, basically in the different parts of your back that you're training. And if you start feeling the strain in your neck or the tops of your shoulders, it might be because you're going through a wide TRX row, okay? So you're hitting the top of your back up here compared to in your lats. So easy drop down. Again, just think, look, if you've noticed the theme here, it's all about elbow position and hand position. So if you will look at my hands, they're rotating with my elbows. So just tuck them in, 45 degrees, take a little bit of that strain out your neck. And if you want to go even more lat focus, which is this part, just in here, just go super narrow. So you come in, really pinch, really pinch the back of your back. That is technically right. Squeeze and control, all right? Obviously bracing your core, strong abs, strong bum. There, squeeze and control, okay? How about that? So obviously there's a few things in there that we've spoken about. Shoulder pain is gonna come from normally overloading it. If it hurts, just bring the weight down, okay? That goes for anything on the floor, drop down to your knees. If you're using weights, bring the weight down. I'd much rather, people wreck themselves with shoulder exercises, really, that's just the way it is. I will just, actually, now I'm thinking about it, I'll show you one more thing. So if you come with me over to the dumbbell rack, if you are doing a lat raise, basically, which is the exercise where you are bringing the weights out to your side, like so, again, common thing is people are just loading weights up far too heavy. All I want you to do, for most of you guys and girls who are here training here with us, probably you're not going to need a heavy weight. I want you to pin your shoulders back, so watch me roll them. So it's roll and squeeze down. Roll and squeeze down. And then you're out to there. God, that's amazing how much harder it is. You know, if you just go over to it, you're like, oh, got lat raises, like that, flicking about, getting nothing out of it. No, stop, pause, think. Roll back, squeeze down, squeeze your lats, bang. Oh, that's so much harder. And again, if that's gone from feeling like a shoulder pain, you know, from a real shoulder focus exercise like that, to actually then where we want to be feeling it, all right? So much of this is going to come down to technique and the weights that you're using. Just because you're a big person, you know, I might not look it, but I don't have to go over, I don't have to use my ego, I don't have to go over and pick the heaviest weight in there, all right? Pick the weight, do the appropriate weight to start with, see how it feels, and then build up, all right? Hopefully that has helped you. Any other issues, obviously let me know. Any other pains, obviously just drop exercises down. Apart from that, thanks for watching.